Man, watching Tua Tagovailoa go down again was absolutely gut-wrenching. If you're a Miami Dolphins fan, or even just a football fan, it hit you right in the heart. It wasn't just another quarterback taking a bad hit, this felt personal. You could feel the collective gasp, the silence as we all watched Tua on the ground, his body stiffening up, his arms frozen in that fencing response. It wasn't just a football injury anymore. It was so much bigger than that. This is the third concussion for Tua. That's not a small number, it's terrifying. The hits just keep adding up, and every single one of them feels like a step closer to something we don't even want to think about. The questions are everywhere. Should Tua retire? Is it time for him to step away before it's too late? Honestly, it's heartbreaking even to consider, but it's the question we're all asking now. As much as we want to see him out there leading the Dolphins, putting it all on the line, you have to wonder, how much more can his body take? How many more hits before it's one too many? Just think back to 2022, right? That whole season was like a nightmare. First, that game against the Bills. He went down, hit the back of his head hard on the ground. It was brutal. He stood up, but then he stumbled. You saw it. Everyone saw it. That stumble wasn't just a guy getting his balance back, it was a huge red flag. Yet somehow, he got cleared to go back in the game. And that's where it feels like the system let him down. I mean, how could anyone see that and think he was good to go? Then, just 4 days later, another concussion. This one even worse. He was knocked out cold on the field. You remember the image. It's burned into your brain. And that should have been it. That should have been the moment where someone said, enough is enough. But it wasn't. And then, against the Packers, it happened again. Another hit, another scare, and the Dolphins finally made the call to sit him for the rest of the season. But was that too little, too late? I don't know. I just know that watching this happen over and over feels like we're waiting for the inevitable, and it's terrifying. Tua's talked about walking away. He's had those conversations with his family. Can you imagine what that must be like? Sitting down with your mom and talking about giving up the thing you've loved your whole life? Football is everything for him. It's all he's known. But at the same time, how can you not think about the future? About what happens if he keeps playing, keeps taking these hits? He's already learned jiu-jitsu to try and protect himself, to learn how to fall better, but let's be real here, there's only so much you can do. In football, there are just some things you can't control. The next hit is always coming, and it's just a matter of when, not if. And the scariest part? It's not even just about concussions anymore. It's about what comes after. CT. The long-term effects. The way multiple concussions change your brain, change your life. You don't want to say it, but it's there, lurking in the back of everyone's mind. The more hits he takes, the higher the risk. That's just the reality. And it's a brutal one. But here's the thing, Tua's already done enough. He's made his mark on this team, on the NFL. He's proven he can be a starting quarterback, proven he's got what it takes to lead this team. And he secured his future financially. That 4-year, $212 million contract? That's generational wealth. He doesn't need to keep playing just to take care of his family. They're set for life. So, why stay? Why risk everything for one more season, one more game, when the cost could be his health, his life? I get it, Tua's a competitor. He's got that fire, that desire to win, to lead the Dolphins to a Super Bowl. But at what cost? Is that ring worth more than his life, than being there for his wife, his kids, his future?